What is fast fashion? It is a term used by fashion retailers to express that designs move from catwalk quickly to capture current fashion trends. It is cheap, quick, and of questionable quality. We all love to shop, and these days, the newest styles and clothes are cheaper than ever. Fast fashion is considered to be one of the most widespread, rapid changing industries in the world. You may not know this, but buying cheap comes at a high cost. The garment industry is one of the most influential businesses on the planet, this being by essentially supporting the suffering of human beings. It works on exploitative working conditions and harms innocent people living in developing countries where clothing is produced. On one side of the world, employees of all ages work to produce massive amounts of textiles and fabrics, with a purpose to sell to consumers on the other hemisphere, only for them to purchase and soon enough throw away. Power driven big companies are the fuel of this unstoppable vicious cycle. Sweatshop workers are grossly underpaid for long hours with no breaks. They have unsafe working conditions and are continuously harassed. The fashion industry must do more to protect the workers. In 2017, allegations broke out that factory workers were showing pleas for help in their clothing. The workers were being drained by the unsafe working lives they were given and decided to take action. Do you know what world renowned brand was to blame? Zara. Yikes! You may think the promise of fast fashion was trendy clothes at a low cost. Therefore, this may be democratizing fashion, in the words of Amancio Ortega, founder of the biggest fashion retailer on earth, Zara Inditex. At the same time, companies like Forever 21 and H&M are providing jobs for workers in the developing world. But no, cheap labor comes at a high cost. Fast fashion companies have come under fire for exploiting workers, from child labor to forcing workers to handle dangerous chemicals. People are suffering and dying in developing countries due to the effects of the garment industry's apathetic needs for money and power. Brands are a lot more responsible for terrible factory conditions than they want you to think. What can you do? Follow the lead of figures you might know. Julia Roberts, the Hollywood actress, enjoys modest outfits, grows organic vegetables in her garden, and knits clothes for her kids. I never had enough dresses to be a lady, Julia said to the Brightside Journal. Might be so, but she'll always be the pretty woman to us. Want to be more like Julia Roberts? Only buy clothing that satisfies your basic needs, not unlimited wants. Be aware on how brainwashed the businesses have got you. The garment industry is nothing without its consumers, and that's you. Have you ever been staring blankly at something and wondered, where did this shirt begin? Or dress? Or hoodie? To answer how your garment came to be, let's do a quick rundown of fast fashion's roll by the numbers. 150 billion, the number of new garments produced each year reported by CNN Media. That's more than 20 garments per person on Earth. 2.5 billion, the number of pounds of fabric waste removed from the waste stream according to the Council for Textile Recycling. 60, the percent by which the amount of clothing owned has increased between 2000 to 2014, according to Greenpeace. But we keep clothes for half as long as we did 15 years ago, leading to a massive amount of waste. While clothing is recyclable, the amount of clothing produced has far outstripped our capacity to recycle it. It's gotten so bad that in April of 2018, China, which was previously a top destination for recycled textiles, has officially banned them. And in North America, the city of Markham, Ontario, in Canada, is the first municipality to ban textile waste from landfills. Why? During the production of clothing in developing nations, the majority of the country's populations undergo the consequences of the pollution involved. The contamination from material waste used in the factories is substantially affecting the health of families. The waste and its chemicals are being spread through the water, air, and soil. Did you know that fast fashion is the second biggest polluter of clean water on the planet? Toxic chemicals used to dye and treat clothing have been linked to miscarriages, birth defects, and cancer. A shocking example from Dhaka, India, reveals how 50 million liters of toxic chromium-6 water go into the local farming and drinking water every time the factories dump waste into the public sewage system or into the Buriganga River, which extends for over 18 kilometers surrounding Dhaka. As a consequence, innocent people like babies in the womb all the way to senior citizens languish as they slowly sicken or soon enough die from intoxication. Morbid results that are unfairly paid by civilians include birth defects, respiratory diseases, damage to reproductive organs and the nervous system, harm to the liver, spleen, and blood. Imagine having a family member die because of the mere action of drinking faucet water. What a horrible and unimaginable idea. You have to ask yourself, if you would be the person that either continues this pain or the person who helps to stop it, which would you be? Be the second person. Be the person who sparks a global or even a local outcry. There is power in your words and actions as a consumer. Will you use your powers for good or for bad? You decide, but the one to go through the consequences will be someone else. Without the assistance needed now, who knows what kind of future awaits mankind as a barbaric society? As world-renowned activist Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change you wish to see in the world. Be the person that spreads the word on the truth behind the scenes.